This video is meant to explain what I'm looking for in Project 1 Work Search. For this assignment, you are going to create a resume for yourself. You may polish one you already have or start fresh. Either way is fine. When you make your resume, you want to make sure that you are presenting yourself in the very best possible light that exists. Make sure that you use phone numbers and addresses correctly and you mind the spacing of these items in your document. You can review Chapter 10 for some additional information on job search materials and how you can make sure everything you need to have there is included in a resume. Make sure that you're saving your work as a PDF and that you submit it in the Submit Assignments link to the left. You want to make sure that you decide which resume works best for you. If you don't have a whole lot of experience, but you have a whole lot of skills that are transferable to different areas, then you may want to go with a skills-based resume. If you have a lot of experience, most people tend to go with a chronological resume. Remember that you put the most recent thing first and your oldest information last. Make sure on your resume that you are following the parameters set forth in this assignment area. You have to have your contact information, which includes your name, your full address, your phone number, and your email. You need to have an objective or a professional summary telling what you're trying to accomplish or what makes you the best. You need to include your education. You may include the degree you're currently working on as long as you say pending or anticipated or something like that next to the date. Include any work history that you have, and if you don't have any work history, you can use your volunteer information here to show that you do have skills that would be valuable to an employer. You should include other areas if you have information to put there, like skills and qualifications. How do you know you'd be a good fit? How do you know that what you have to offer is something that they need? You should include awards and achievements and honors, any volunteer work if you're not using it in place of paid work, any professional associations that you're a member of. But there is a caveat that comes with that. You cannot include anything that would indicate your race, your religion, any other protected class, even if it's just in the name of the organization where you volunteered. The last thing you want to do with your resume is invite unconscious bias. You don't want anyone to see something on there that is contrary to them and just immediately file your resume in the quote-unquote round file or the trash can. You want to make sure that you don't use any first-person pronouns in your resume. That is never acceptable on a resume. It's fine in a cover letter, it's fine in a thank you letter, but on the resume itself, do not use I, me, my. Those are not acceptable. Do not include your photo in your resume. Photos are for a very, very few specific industries, and for the purposes of this class, we're going to pretend that you are not working in any of those. Don't include any social media information unless you have social media that is specifically work-related and has nothing from your personal life in it. Again, you don't want to give any hiring manager ammunition to choose someone other than yourself. Make sure that your resume is no longer than 2 pages. Even if you have tons of information and a lot of job experience, you don't want to put it all on there. This is not an exhaustive novel with every single detail of what you've done at a former job. Go over the highlights, the main points, the biggest responsibilities, and leave the rest to discuss in the interview. Make sure that your formatting is consistent and easy to read and well spaced. If you do a cover letter with it, when you send out a resume in the real world, make sure that you include a cover letter that has the same header as your resume so that they look like they're part of a set. For the purposes of this assignment, though, you do not have to include a cover letter. Keep in mind that when you are applying for a job in the working world, the idea of a resume is to get you the interview. It is not to tell every single thing you've ever done. The interview is where you will put your best foot forward, you will speak with your potential employer, and you will convince them that you are the best person for that position. Make sure your resume only includes the most relevant information that is necessary to get you into the interview. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know, and have a great day.